Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Opening crawl. The galaxy is in turmoil. Years after the fall of the Empire, the New Republic has descended into corruption and inefficiency. In a bold move, Princess Leia Organa seizes power and declaring herself Empress to restore order and justice. Her reign is met with resistance. Han Solo and Chewbacca, alongside their old allies, have formed a new rebel alliance to oppose the New Republic's authoritarian rule. Meanwhile, Leia's son, Kylo Ren, serves as her general and enforcer, harboring a dangerous connection to the legacy of Darth Vader. Unbeknownst to them, a disturbance in the Force is growing in the far reaches of the galaxy, setting the stage for an even greater conflict. Hair Plot 1. Leia's coup and New Republic politics. Leia addresses the Senate, defending her decision to take control. She insists it's necessary to rebuild the galaxy after decades of chaos. Luke and Han confront her, urging her to find another way. When Leia refuses, Han leaves with Chewbacca. Luke warns Leia of the consequences before retreating to Ahch-To to reflect. Kylo Ren stands by his mother, serving as her loyal enforcer, though he struggles with his growing obsession with Darth Vader's legacy. 2. Han and Chewie investigate Jakku. After receiving a cryptic message from Luke, Han and Chewie travel to Jakku. They encounter Rey, a scavenger with latent Force sensitivity. Rey helps them fend off an ambush from Leia's forces and decides to join them. 3. Finn's journey begins. Finn is introduced as an idealistic stormtrooper in Leia's army. He idolizes Captain Phasma, who mentors him in combat. Finn struggles with the morality of enforcing Leia's harsh policies, particularly after a brutal raid on a rebel outpost. 4. Poe's first dogfight. Poe Dameron, a cocky pilot in Han's Rebel Alliance, participates in his first major battle. Despite heavy losses, he earns a reputation as an ace pilot. Poe bonds with Han and becomes a leader in the rebellion. Kylo Ren's inner conflict. Kylo is torn between his loyalty to Leia and his fascination with Vader's power. He secretly begins communing with artifacts of Vader, drawn closer to the dark side. Number 6. Climactic battle on Jakku. The Rebel Alliance launches an attack on Leia's forces stationed on Jakku. During the battle, Rey's Force abilities manifest, saving Han and Chewie. Leia senses Rey through the Force and orders Kylo to capture her. Finn begins to question Phasma's ruthlessness and hesitates during a critical moment, allowing Poe to escape with key intel. 7. Ending. Rey joins Han, Chewie, and Poe, determined to uncover her mysterious connection to the Force. Finn, disillusioned but conflicted, remains with Leia's army. Kylo, now fully aware of his dark tendencies, pledges to protect Leia at any cost. Episode 8, The Last Jedi. The galaxy is at war. Empress Leia Organa's New Republic is locked in a bitter struggle with the Rebel Alliance led by her estranged husband Han Solo. Amid the chaos, a stormtrooper named Finn begins to question the brutal methods of his commanding officer, Captain Phasma. Meanwhile, Rey seeks out the hermit Luke Skywalker to unlock the secrets of her burgeoning power. As the conflict deepens, the line between hero and villain blurs, threatening to tear the galaxy apart. Plot 1. Finn's disillusionment. Finn witnesses Phasma's cruelty during a mission to crush a rebel cell. Despite his growing doubts, he continues to follow orders. Finn and Phasma bond as soldiers, mirroring Chris and Barnes from Platoon. However, Finn begins to see the moral toll of his actions. Number 2. Rey trains with Luke. Rey finds Luke on Ahch-To and convinces him to train her. Luke is reluctant, haunted by his failure with Kylo. Rey struggles with Luke's harsh lessons but grows stronger. She learns of the prophecy surrounding the Skywalker bloodline and senses Kylo's connection to her fate. 3. Kylo Ren's dark descent. Kylo continues to worship Vader and grows more ruthless in his efforts to protect Leia's regime. He confronts Luke in a vision, blaming him for abandoning the galaxy. Luke warns Kylo that his path mirrors Vader's. 4. Poe's war tactics. Poe becomes a key strategist in the Rebel Alliance. He pushes for bold, risky attacks, clashing with Han over the cost of human lives. 5. Climactic betrayal. Finn finally breaks after witnessing Phasma massacre civilians. He deserts Leia's army and defects to the rebels, delivering key intel. Leia is devastated by Finn's betrayal, but Kylo vows to crush the rebellion to prove his loyalty. 6. Ending. Finn and Poe form a bond as they prepare for the next phase of the war. Rey discovers a shocking truth. Leia knew of her potential as a Force user and deliberately kept her hidden. Kylo fully embraces the dark side, preparing for a confrontation with Rey. Episode 9: The Rise of Balance. Opening crawl. The galaxy teeters on the edge of collapse. Empress Leia Organa struggles to maintain control as the Rebel Alliance gains ground. Rey, now a trained Jedi, must confront the darkness within herself and the secrets of her past. Meanwhile, Kylo Ren, consumed by the dark side, seeks to bring balance through destruction. In a final epic battle, the fate of the galaxy will be decided. Plot 1. Leia's struggle. Leia works tirelessly to create a fair government, but is haunted by the war and her own mistakes. She confronts the possibility that her reign has caused more harm than good. 2. Rey versus Kylo. Rey and Kylo engage in a series of confrontations, both physical and philosophical. Their connection deepens as Rey senses the good still within Kylo. 3. Finn's redemption arc. Finn leads a mission to liberate stormtroopers indoctrinated by Leia's regime, risking his life to show them another way. 4. Leia's sacrifice. In the final battle, Leia sacrifices herself to save both the rebels and her son, pleading with Kylo to abandon the dark side. 5. Climactic duel and resolution. Rey and Kylo face off one last time. Rey defeats Kylo but spares his life, breaking the cycle of violence. Kylo, inspired by Leia's sacrifice, renounces the dark side and surrenders. 6. Ending. The galaxy begins to rebuild under a new coalition government led by Rey, Finn, and Poe. Luke emerges from exile to guide the next generation of Jedi. Kylo goes into exile, seeking redemption for his actions. This trilogy would emphasize moral ambiguity, personal sacrifice, and the complexities of leadership, creating a richer and more character-driven narrative.